Hello and welcome to episode 71 of Into the Podcast. I'm your host Sam and I'm joined each and every goddamn beautiful week by co-host Ryan Chitterden. Say hello, you beautiful bastard.
Hey up, duck.
How are you, my pet?
All right for a Monday.
Yeah, it's very Monday-ish today, isn't
I'm
it?
feeling Monday.
We've kind of got together. We're both a little bit in the dumps, just a bit stressed. Got a lot going on, haven't we?
We have.
But we've just eaten pizza. We've just fucked about on Tinterweb and just looking at things and stuff.
Yeah,
basically trying to
stuff
find
and
stuff to talk about on this podcast.
What are you on about? We've always got plenty of stuff to talk about.
And but this always makes me feel happy.
Me too.
I always enjoy getting together, recording this, having the fury of it not working, and then getting stressed out with technology and everything else. You not being able to work your mic stand.
How many weeks in are we? How long have we been doing this?
I give you that one every week, so it's broken.
That's why.
The worst thing is we have 3. Swap it out for one that works.
Fuck's sake.
Have we been a busy boy recently, Ryan?
Yeah, I have been very busy. I feel like we haven't seen each other for ages.
We actually haven't, because I've not really been going into work that often. We're not
No.
into your place anyway.
Yeah.
And we're going elsewhere. So, yeah, we haven't spent a lot of time together. I've missed you, mate.
Yeah, likewise.
Well, tell me what you've done and not invited me to.
Nothing, but I've done a lot and have invited you
I
to
couldn't
it.
go to it.
And you just couldn't go. I was at a beer festival this weekend. Beer and food festival in Nottingham, of all places.
Amazing.
So we've had that booked for quite a while. I think we booked it last year. Quite a few of us, which was nice. Get a group of lads. My dad went as well. So a bit.
Oh,
of
was that the one that Ed
thing.
said he had a couple of spare tickets to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get invited to that. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Which was nice because it was one of them where you had to book like a time slot. So we thought it'd be sensible we'd go early, so we did the 12 till 5 slot.
Clever. We did that when we did beer, gin and
We did the
cider.
sausage and cider festival.
Yeah.
We did. Because then, you start nice and early, and then you can knock off early if you want to and still not feel all right the next day. Or if you want to, you can see where the night takes you.
Exactly.
So it leaves your options open.
Yeah.
So we got there nice and early, and luckily they let us in early at half 11. They couldn't start serving the beer till 12, but what it did mean was we got in early and we were able to find a table inside because it was torrential rain all day on Saturday.
Shit,
it was
wasn't it?
ridiculous. We're in the middle of June and the weather is awful. But yeah, managed to sample quite a few beers.
Yeah, I've not checked. I never check Untapped.
Yeah.
It's only when I next go on to put on a beer where I will then like 100 of your pictures. So I'll figure it out then.
Yeah.
Anything that stood out?
My favourite one of the day was a beer called Death by Stereo.
Ooh.
Which I was automatically drawn to because it's from a microbrewery in Sutton in Ashfield called Fire Rock Brewery.
Okay.
And
I think I've had some Fire Rock before.
yeah, they've got really good ones. So like they're not far from my mum and dad. So they've got a tap room in Sutton.
Yeah.
So they'll go to that quite a few times. And I've been before. They've got obviously loads of beers. They brew it on site. And the night before the festival, my mum tagged me on their Instagram posts. Actually, it was all the unique beers that were taken to the festival, and I clocked it straight away because the picture for it is the poster from the Lost Boys.
Oh, nice.
So straight away I was like, I'm gonna get me one of them. And it was a 6.8% sour.
Oh yeah.
And it was like raspberry and bubblegum and something else.
Sounds right up my street, that.
And it was the perfect mix of it. It was sweet because of like the flavors like bubblegum and stuff.
Yeah,
but obviously
course,
it had that just right amount of sour because I can take or leave a sour beer. Sometimes you have it, it's just overpowering. You just scrunch up your face and you're like, I want my drink in here. But that had that lovely little kick to it where it wasn't just, it counteracted the sweetness.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. And 6.8% as well.
Nice.
I don't know how many you could have because the glasses that we got, they're only like half pint glasses.
Yeah.
Which is perfect for like a beer festival because you get to sample loads more. But that was ideal. That was lovely. So that was probably the highlight of the day.
What about food? Anything in particular? Anything good?
I think I did shockingly little food. I only got one burger.
Oh, okay.
And I got it early doors because I was hungry, so I hadn't pre-eaten before we started.
Yeah.
Because by the time I got the train down and met up with people and then walked to the thing, it's like you're thinking, oh shit, it's lunchtime.
Whereabouts
now.
was it? In Knott?
Snayton Market, whatever it's called. So yeah, not far from the centre.
Okay.
I've never been there before, so it looks like they've got quite a few cool little spots anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it worked really well. Yeah, I just had one burger. It was delicious, though.
Was it?
Yeah, top tier burger.
Anything special about it?
No, it's literally just like a standard like cheese and bacon burger with like onion jam on it and whatever.
Yeah.
But like it was all like a thick patty that had been made as well, like handmade, like with mince and stuff. It wasn't like just like a store
frozen.
Frozen.
It
was like they clearly handmade that and then put it on. It was just beautiful.
Perfect.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm thirsty.
Oh, your drink's out. We'll sort you out.
Should we go get a beer?
Yeah, should we? A beer and a burger.
Beer and a burger. That's a great combination, that, a beer and a burger.
There's not much better, is there, a beer and a burger? Like,
No.
I love a pizza.
Yeah.
And pizza and beer kind of flip together. I even wrote it on here to talk about. The Co-op, my friend. I hate the Co-op.
You ate the Co-op?
I hate it normally because we all use the Co-op because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
It's the closest shop. I can't be asked to go to Asda or Aldi or Sainsbury's because the Co-op's right there.
Yes.
I was going to cook for you earlier. Couldn't be fucked, so I was like, let's go buy pizza. Co-op's next door. I'm going to have to pay through the nose.
Yeah.
2 pizzas
Yeah.
and a 4-pack of Buds, £6.
Bargain.
4-pack of Buds more than £6.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, so I'm all about the Co-op.
The Co-op.
Until that goes. When they don't have that anymore, fuck them. But
Yeah,
mate,
yeah.
2 pizzas, but then it's good, but I would prefer a burger and a beer. if I'm
Yeah, of
honest.
course. But, when you're at home, convenience, nothing wrong with it. And for the price, you can't argue that. Because the burgers at the food festival,
Better about £8-9, weren't they?
£9.50
Yeah.
for a burger.
Yeah.
No chips, no nothing, just the burger.
Oof. Dirty boys.
Disgusting. But the good thing as well is, because the beers come in halves, you're only like £2 to £4.
Oh, so you don't feel like you're paying a lot.
So you don't peel, although like if you were paying £8 for a pint, you'd think, oh, this is a lot. But halves, maybe halves are the way to go forward,
We should try it.
Yeah.
We'll try it on a night out. We'll start getting halves.
Just get halves, but then, because you just get to sample loads more beers. I think this weekend I checked in 14 new beers.
Oh, no, we're going to have a lot of tapping to do, aren't we?
You're going to have a lot of toasting to do on Untapped. Yeah. So that was most of my weekend, and then obviously the Euros, the European Championships.
Yes, I was going to bring this up actually. So the soccer ball started.
Yes, and we all know you're a big fan of that soccer ball.
Big fan of the soccer ball. So obviously I did watch the England game.
Right.
You went to the pub and watched it.
I did, yes.
I would have loved to. I had little one.
Yeah.
Not unfortunately because I love having her, but it would have been nice to sort of watch it with company and because I don't hate football. I'm just not into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I
I do
that.
really get into international football, like when the World Cup's on, when the Euros is on. I watched bloody Ukraine and it was
Romania today.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I watched that. And it was a really good game. I really enjoyed it.
That's it. I think there's something special about an international tournament, and it drags in people just like yourself who can take or leave football normally, but there's just something about it's like a big party atmosphere and everyone's involved. And it's, it's like 30 days of all consuming football. It's on like three games a day especially during the group stages. And it's just nice. It's just nice to like just come in and stick some football on with random teams that you never watch. It's like, oh yeah, we'll watch Ukraine, Romania, because why not?
Yeah, Georgia's playing today. We better watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've got bloody Georgia in the sweepstakes at work.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, God. So yeah, and I do love an international tournament. It's just got that great atmosphere because we've been to live games, haven't we? We went to watch local teams and stuff. We went to see Chesterfield, and you do get caught up when you're actually watching it with other people, and it's the same. So yeah, we went to the pub yesterday, and it's the same pub, one in Mansfield actually, that we've been to a few times, and we watched the Euros there. So the last time I think we all got together to watch the game was when we lost the European Championship. So a little bit of PTSD when I first walked in because that was devastating. Expecting to fight for a table because they have it on a big screen upstairs, and it was dead.
Really? Was it dead the whole game?
There was 2 blokes sat in there, and so there was about 8 tables in that room, which is not huge. So we got there, and there was about, I think there was 7 of us. So we got a table, and then the 2 lads also got a group of probably about 7. Some people turned up, had to watch till half time and then left, and that was it. And I couldn't believe it. Like it was actually so the atmosphere was pretty dead. Plus the game wasn't.
The game was dead.
Yeah,
as well,
it wasn't
wasn't
very exciting. And As well, it's early days, isn't it? First game of the tournament. It's not everything's riding on it. It's not like where it's the knockouts and it's tense and nervous. It's like, even if England lost last night, it wouldn't have been the end of the world.
But at the same time, it's good to watch the first game to sort of get an idea of how you're going to play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I really hope we don't play like that after that.
I know. And
it was a shocking game. Yeah. And it's the thing, I think, because I don't watch a lot of football, but every time I watch England play, it seems to be the same thing. I go, oh, yeah, I forgot how we apparently can't get it in their half and just keep giving it back to Pickford constantly.
I know, and then Pickford just boots it forward.
And it comes back again. And it's like, for fuck's sake, every time I watch, I go, I forgot this is what I'm going to watch when I watch England. But it was a dead game, wasn't it?
It was.
If anything, who we were playing again? It was
Serbia.
I was rooting for the Serbians. They fucking pulled the fingers out in that second half.
They did, because they were crap first half.
They really fucking mullered us in that second half. They were all over us. And I was like, come on, Serbians, yes.
I know, yeah. I mean, everyone's obviously talking about Jude Bellingham because he was class. Obviously got the goal and he was unbelievable for us.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old.
Mad, isn't it?
He's insane.
Absolutely
and he's so confident and but he's got that little bit of cockiness that I love.
Yeah.
There was that bit, I don't know if you saw it, where in the first or second half, where he just gets the crowd jeering up and then he just chest body clocks the Serbian lad. 'Cause he's a big old boy, isn't he?
He's like 6'5" or something.
6'2", 6'3", something.
There was that guy who bumped into it, ran into him and bounced off him. Yeah. He just towered over
I know,
him, didn't he?
20 years old. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, a win's a win. It wasn't exciting, like I said. Hopefully we crack on, and then the atmosphere will pick up as well.
Yeah.
But I think I'm sure that everyone's banding around a mad stat last night that England have only ever won their opening game of the Euros twice.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So really, actually, by England standards, we're doing very well. So, yeah,
because Jude Bellingham got that rebounded goal.
Nailing it. Better than most of the time. So
but what I am going to say, watching Ukraine and Romania today, hotties, mate.
Oh, yeah.
The Ukrainian and Romanian team, hotties.
Wow.
They were some of the best looking footballers I've seen, mate.
Wow.
I was just watching going, they all had banging haircuts.
Yeah.
All of them look sharp, mate.
Well, you're going to, aren't you? International tournament. You're going to have a fresh trip to the barbers.
Yeah, but, and to be fair, it was a really good game. You feel for Ukraine, obviously.
Oh, yeah, exactly. With the world stage, of course.
Yeah. But it was a really good game, and Romania played really well, and it was just good to watch. And it's like, because I wanted to obviously watch Germany and Scotland. We was chatting in the group chat with Max, who's been on plenty of times being Scottish, and our good friend Thomas being German. Obviously, we're all in this group chat together.
Yeah.
So it was quite funny because you got proud German Thomas, and then Max who's just happy to be here.
Happy to be at the tournament, which I totally get, because you would be, because obviously Scotland, I'm sure it's something like only twice have they qualified for a major tournament in Max's lifetime or something. So he genuinely just happy to be there, and then we're just happy to just fuel the fire between the two of them. Just give us a big giant wooden spoon and we'll keep stirring the pot.
4-0 Germany and a red card for Scotland, wasn't it?
4-1? 4-1 in the end?
Or
or was it 5-1? I think it was 5-1.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I stopped looking after 4-1.
Yeah.
Brill.
Yeah, so a lot more football to get excited about.
Lots more football to get excited about. And I am looking forward to sort of following it this year as well. The problem is, even if I'm sat at home on my own, I can't watch a football game without a couple of beers.
Yeah.
So last night, Father's Day yesterday, so me and Kiddo went out for some Father's Day dinner with a couple of friends. And we're they had a big play area, so they're all playing afterwards, and I'm clock watching thinking she's got school today, so I need to get her home and bath soon.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. Because I had to time in, nip into the shop and get a 4-pack on the way out, because I cannot watch the England game and not have just a couple of little suppy sups while I was watching. So I quickly ran into the Spar shop, bought a couple of beers. Obviously, it had to be lager.
Obviously, yeah.
Can't be having IPAs whilst watching the soccer ball, can you, mate? You know what I mean? You got to join the ranks, haven't you?
It's mad, yeah. Yeah, I think that's another reason why it perhaps took the sting out of it, the shine out of it a little bit, because opening game Sunday night.
Yeah, it's shit.
In the back
Thursday. It's
this Thursday at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
I'll be pissed.
Yeah.
I finish work at 6, but I'll be pissed.
There you go. Yeah, happy days. So they're sort of like, even last night, so we went to the pub, but I drove. And it's like that in the back of your mind. It's like, oh yeah, we're watching England. It's exciting, a major tournament. But it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. I need to go to bed.
Your Coke Zero.
Yeah, I need to go drive home and then go to bed.
Yeah.
Work tomorrow, so yeah.
Oh well, we'll take Friday off and just get wankered on Thursday if you want.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, so I feel we might be talking a little bit more about football on this.
Yeah, we might mention it.
It's a bit of a journey for me as well.
Yeah.
Getting back into the game, and who knows? Now us hanging out a bit more. I've been to the football with you guys a bit more, watched the football with you guys a bit more. Maybe I'll get into it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll support,
Because I've seen you turn into a hooligan.
Oh, mate, I fucking love it.
It took 45 minutes and you were a hooligan. You were ready to fight Barnet.
If I could afford Stone Island, I have to get down Ingermel's Market, aren't I? I was listening to a podcast today, and Q from Practical Jokers is on it.
Right.
And so he has recently been in London because the Mets was over here doing a couple of games, weren't they?
Yeah.
So he was over to do some bits and he was at the Mets game. And I love his stories because he's a big drinker and he's always out partying, doing something. And he came over, went to this pub, sat there drinking, got chatting to a couple of gypsy travellers, and ended up, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to go see Noel Gallagher play." So he's like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll come with you." And ended up going with them, and they were talking about football because he's a Manchester United supporter, and it was really sort of raging this fire for him to get into football again, and blah blah blah. And then I was like, "And have you ever heard of Stone Island?" And I was like, "No." It was it's basically a football hooligan shop. And it turns out I've got one round the corner, so I'm just going to go and drape myself in Stone Island and be the first hooligan of Staten Island in Jersey or whatever.
Amazing.
I just want to see Q from Impractical Jokers wandering around Stone Island head to toe. It's brilliant.
That's class.
So that's it then, just a lot of drinking and football.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I know.
It's been a bit boring for me. I haven't really done out.
No?
No, over the weekend, obviously, I had Little, and so, yeah, I didn't even game that much. I think Friday night, a couple of games of Rocket League with Tal, as always. Saturday, I normally game again, but I jumped on, I had one game, and I was like, I'm bored. I can't be asked to do this.
Yeah.
So I watched a film, went to bed, and then yesterday, obviously, football in the evening, a little bit of Father's Day stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of Father's Day, obviously being a soon-to-be dad, did you get anything? Did
No,
you do it?
we didn't do that. We didn't do it for Mother's Day either. I don't know whether it's. It seems a bit weird to do it beforehand because a few people have said that. Have you done anything? But it's no. I feel like wait till he's actually here and it's actually official. I don't know. It's the sort of thing that you'd almost imagine to be bad luck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? These all random superstitions that there is, you can't have the pram in the house beforehand and stuff like that.
Course,
so for me, in my head, I think it's a little bit like that. So no, we didn't do anything.
Did you get something nice for Bazza?
Well, I treated him to food and on Saturday when we were out at the food festival because we went to went out after the festival because we finished at 5 and then went into town, so I treated him some food and then I got him a book.
Oh nice. What book's that?
I got him a Brandon Sanderson one, so it's fantasy. I've not read it before, it's the first one in the series, but by all accounts a few people have said to me before they're really really good, so I thought it's the sort of thing he'd buy into, and if you don't want it, I'll have it.
Perfect.
Do you know what I mean?
I've got your fantasy book now. If you don't want it, pass it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he said he'd have it,
Bastard, honestly.
Selfish.
Honestly. Where's Ryan Day when you get the book back, for fuck's sake? Oh, well, that's nice.
What did you get?
Just a load of tat, really. I got a message about 6:30 of the evening of Father's Day from Bobby's mum saying, I'm so sorry. Happy Father's Day. Your gifts are here. I was like, dude, honestly, don't worry. So what I got was Celestian Prime, a Warhammer model that cost £50.
It's an incredible model as well.
It was a lovely little Father's Day gift from my darling daughter that I paid for.
Yeah.
So I bought it, I passed it to her and got her to pass me it back.
Lovely. Perfect. What
so
more
that's
can
what
you
I
want?
got. And then, so this morning I met up with Little's mum because we had to swap over some school stuff as well. And she got me a shirt and some beers and a little candle. And
nice.
Just usual tat. A banging sippy cup that has a bowl on top of it, so you can suck through the straw whilst eating nibbles at the same time.
That's genius.
So I always do all right. We always just me and Jasmine kind of have this thing of when it's that just 20 quid on tat will do.
Yeah.
Just something. Just a nice card,
just
a little bit of tat.
Yeah.
It's for little ones to give it to us and say Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
But it was quite nice. I woke up Father's Day morning. She'd got up and not told me. So she didn't wake me up like she always does.
Right.
So I come downstairs, and the day before we went out, she wanted to spend her pocket money, and she bought herself a remote control car.
Right.
And as I'm coming down the stairs, I heard the remote control car screech around the front room.
Yeah.
It smashed into the bottom of the stairs, and there was just a little note in it that said Happy Father's Day.
Cute.
Which, you know what? Something like that means a lot more to me than anything else.
Yeah.
She got up nice and early. She knew not to. She's like, I don't want to wait, Daddy. It's Father's Day. And she probably sat there for so long waiting for me to fucking...
Whilst you slept till 3 in the afternoon.
Well, it was Sunday morning. Yeah, it was Monday morning. We had school. She slept all day. But just a lot of dadding. Oh, I had to do Tooth Fairy on Friday.
Cute.
Turns out so this house is fine until you get halfway down the hallway towards Bobby's bedroom, and then every fucking floorboard makes a noise like a full drum kit.
Right.
She woke up 3 times whilst I was trying to put money under a pillow.
Bloody
3
hell.
times. Honestly, I was getting mad. 1:30 I got to bed.
Wow.
I went up at 11.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if I fall asleep, she's going to wake up and...
The Tooth Fairy's not going to be...
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would feel so horrendous if that happened.
Yeah.
1:30 I managed to do it. I was so pissed off. I wonder I'm tired.
Worth it, though.
All worth it, mate. All worth it.
How much is the Tooth Fairy giving these days for teeth? What's the exchange rate?
Well, it was like 50p back in my day.
Yeah.
And then I assumed it'd be a few quid.
Yeah.
With inflation.
Of course.
And Jasmine gave her a quid.
Right.
When her first tooth come out.
Yeah.
But then when we got home, like all her friends at school, they live in a nice village where there's a bit of fucking dollar.
Yeah.
They all get a $5, don't they?
Oh, right. So it's not even a coin then.
Exactly. But I can't undermine Jasmine.
Yeah, of course.
Because if I give her more, that's well unfair. So what I did was I gave her the £1, and then I got some pocket money for her.
Right.
So she come through, £1, and then as soon as she come through, I was like, oh, and I've got this for you as well.
Yeah.
So it upped it to like £4 or something.
Nice.
Just
That's
so she had a
cute.
bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's kind of one of I wanted to give her a little bit more because I had change ready for it to happen.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to.
You need that unified front, don't you?
Oh, 100%. Quid's a quid. And there'll be a time where it falls out and I don't have any more money on me. So,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're about halfway through the episode. Should we do a bit of snacking?
Yeah, I was feeling a bit weak, actually. I feel like I need a little sugary pick-me-up.
Because what I've got for us, if it's not top tier, I'm quitting the podcast.
Well, okay, now I'm
I
excited.
purposely went to get these for the show.
Yeah.
So
From the Co-op? That place you hate?
No. This is a little special.
Oh.
And they only have them in seasonally.
Right.
So, well, actually, I found them down a normal aisle, so they might be a standard fixture now, but we'll soon see. We'll soon see. So, should we get a boy out?
Yeah, let's get our boy out.
Drew, sing us in, baby.
Here come Sam and Ryan, listen to them both speak. They've come 2 hours on with their pop culture critique. But are you even a nerd if you don't overread? So come on everybody, it's the snack of the week.
Drew Flanagan, off of Drew Flanagan Music. Go check him out.
Where?
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music. Are there other music things? Where else? iTunes.
iTunes, maybe.
Apple Music,
Apple Music.
Apple Music.
I
don't know where.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
What else? MySpace.
Yeah, myspace.com/Andrew Flanagan Music.
Probably.
Yeah, all of them. All
of those. I'm really good with technology.
Yeah, you are, yeah. Go check him out. We absolutely love him. We love his music. He was in the paper recently.
He was.
He had an article written about how sexy he is.
Yeah, I saw it.
Nothing about his music. They just put Drew Flanagan, sexy.
Sexy.
AF.
Go check him out.
Yeah. On
he
MySpace.
He also sings songs.
Yeah. So, yeah. Food. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, I love these. What the fuck is that noise? Oh, sorry. Someone's strimming in the garden. It's
I wondered
very
what
loud.
that was. It was like,
Well, I had this yesterday. The TV was making a really weird noise. And after about 3 minutes, I realised it was the neighbours screaming.
What?
At like 9 o'clock at night. They have younger kids than me. So better my little one's 6. They've got like a baby in the house and just...
What's going on?
They're just squealing like fucking kids.
Stupid.
But they look harder than me, so I didn't go around.
Yeah, obviously.
So these little foodie snacks, as you can see, they're already open because they are my favourite thing in history of ever. So these are Polish taste vanilla wafer rolls.
Interesting.
Now, I'm assuming you've probably had something like this before. Very similar to a Milky Way crispy roll.
Yes.
Just without the chocolate on the outside.
Interesting.
So these used to be just like a seasonal thing. They only got them in every now and then.
Right.
But whenever me and Josh used to see them, we would buy them. We'd buy a
Yes.
few packs of them and just leave them in the drawer. This was when we were little shoppers, you know.
Oh, of course.
Upgraded to Aldi now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went purposely to see if they had these in because I wanted to bring them snack of the week. Then after I bought them, I was like, fuck, have we done these before? But we haven't, have we?
Definitely not done these before.
Good, thank Christ.
I don't think.
Get it in your face, and I will leave the podcast if you don't think the top 10.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
telling you now.
No pressure. Oh, so I thought they were just like the straws, like the wafer straws.
Have
but
a sniff. Do you sniff?
Oh, they smell lovely.
In it?
They do smell nice. Yeah, I thought it was just like a hollow straw.
No, mate. Oh, no.
But it's got the filling,
Oh, it's creamy.
the creamy filling.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That face tells me it's the last episode. Oh, I'm so scared. As you deliberate, I'm having another one.
Now, my only question is, why have you never brought these before? Because these are fucking sensational.
They are unreal, aren't they?
They're so good.
And look how many you get.
I've got a lot.
That's a big bag, they're like £1.
I need to start going to Lidl.
Yeah, mate, I'm telling you now.
So Moorish.
So Moorish.
These need to be paired with a glass of milk.
Oh yeah.
That's what we need.
You filthy boy, that's
Yeah.
a really good idea. I've not got milk for you.
I've got milk in the car.
Why? Put it in the fridge, man. That's going to be cream when you go back out.
I'll drink it on the way home.
Well, yeah.
I've got milk because I brought some in because I thought that we wouldn't have any milk for coffee at work. But everyone else brought milk, so it's like I might as well take mine home. And I'm not in work for the next couple of days anyway.
Right.
So,
Oh, you're not here?
no.
Oh, fuck, I was going to go in tomorrow. I might not bother now. I think everyone's off as well.
Oh, it was dead today. There's
Yeah,
no
'cause
one
I know,
in.
like, Joe and even that they're all in America and stuff, aren't they? So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck it. Now, I'll go to Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah, sound. Anyway, wafer rolls.
I can't stop eating them.
Would you say the top end of top tier?
These are definitely top tier. Yeah. We're well and truly into top tier. They're not just tickling second place. What? Love that.
Love that second one, yeah.
These are fully in.
You know what? I've not brought manager Megan any bestie snacks in a while. I'm going to get her some.
Get her some of these.
Because she is going to be on the podcast in a couple of weeks, which I'm really excited about.
Can't wait.
We're
Long overdue.
We're just integrating her into the third member of the show.
Yeah.
So we need to start getting her on some of these snacks, don't we?
I know.
I did take her the pizza rolls that she got us. I took them in and made her eat one. And she really didn't want to. I was like, listen, you're going to make us eat this shit. You can eat this shit.
Now, listen here. Yeah, see, Megan treated me to friend snacks the other day.
I know. She messaged me saying, I can't believe you're not in. I had friend snacks for you.
Yeah. She got me a Kinder Egg.
Is she?
How lovely is that?
Aw, isn't she the best?
She is the best.
Not just the best manager, the best friend.
Yeah, exactly.
She's way better than you.
So much better than me.
You're horrible.
I never get anyone anything. I'm so selfish.
You come round here, I bought you bloody katana swords.
Yeah, and what's happened to that?
Child broke it.
Fuck's sake. The one highlight of me coming up to round to your house is to play with the swords.
There's still all her other ones.
Well, they're not as good as the katana.
Get her back, break one of hers.
Yeah. Which one does she like the most?
That Minecraft one that lights up.
Oh, well, that's going in the bin.
The expensive one. Oh, dear. Top tier. So happy. Polish taste. The Poles have done well there.
They have,
I'm telling you
yeah.
now.
The wafer rolls.
Well played. Megan, you got some in the post, mate. Straight to the P.O. box. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? The boys.
The boys. The boys.
The boys.
Not
Amazon
me and you.
Prime. Not you and me. We are the boys. We are boys. Probably not the boys.
No, we're just boys.
We're just boys. Boys is back. Is it season 4 now? It's season 4, isn't it? Yeah. So we've got 3 episodes Are you up to date? Have you seen the first 3 seasons?
I've not seen any. Oh yeah. I'm up to date. I've not seen any of the new series yet.
Cool. So I was umming and ahhing about whether to just wait for more to come out. But then Josh said, "Come on, let's sit down and watch them together." But I didn't want to watch all of them as soon as they come out and then have to wait a week for a new one. So we did 2.
Okay.
And then watched the 3rd one after the football last night.
Right. Okay.
So I was like, at least we've only got a few days until the next one comes out.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming they're just going to drop 3 and then 1 per week, maybe.
It seems like an Amazon thing to do.
Yeah, because they're weird. Because some of them drop 3 and then 2 and then
I know.
Just do it in really weird order. But anyway, very excited. Big fan of the boys. Not as mentally graphic as the other ones. You know, like the opening episode is normally.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Couple of fucked up bits. Still just as gory as always. Nothing yet. There's the ice rink scene that everyone's talking about.
Okay.
Nothing special, if
Right.
I'm honest. Lots of bodies.
Yeah.
But nothing special.
Okay.
But I'm loving the storyline of this one.
That's good.
So far, the idea of it is that Homelander is just bored.
Right.
He's just bored now of like, I am literally the strongest being on the earth.
Yeah.
Why am I fucking around listening to humans? Like, they're boring. So he like,
which is very much how they ended with the last one. Was that realization that because he didn't just kill someone at the end, right at the end, and the crowd just cheered him. He's like, oh shit, I can get away with doing whatever I want.
Literally that, yeah. And everyone's like, everyone panders to him. No one ever challenges him. And he's just bored of it. So he's teamed up with like Sage, who is the world's smartest person.
Okay.
So her superpower is just the smartest person. So she's like manipulating him a little bit to do what he wants. It looks like it's going to be banging.
Okay.
So there's a lot of scenes of just him. Anthony Starr is such an actor.
Oh, he's unreal.
He is so good. You could not have got a better Homelander.
No.
No one would have done it like he has. But there's so many scenes of just him, like, because he does that thing when he's angry, he grinds his teeth a bit, doesn't he? It's just like grinding his teeth, and the sounds just getting like really high pitched and frequent. And there's so much of that where you can just, and there's people talking to him, but it's all like background white noise, and it's done so well. So I'm really looking forward to it. Again, nothing over the top so far, nothing where I can be like this scene, that scene.
It doesn't rely on that, because I think that it runs a risk then, all shows do, of becoming a bit gimmicky. So each episode, rather than the story, you're just focusing on the biggest, what's the biggest shock this season? Or what's the most graphic scene or whatever. A bit of a tangent, but back when I stopped watching The Walking Dead, I don't know, maybe series 6 or something. And it felt like a little bit like that. Each episode, it was sort of like, we're going to have a gimmicky zombie scene now, because it's not really about the zombies anymore, but that's what people want. And so it'd be like, I don't know, we're having like underwater zombies in this, and we're just going to have one scene with them in, or we're going to have a scene where they all just walk off a bridge and just start splatting on the floor. It's like, and then
it was roughly around there I stopped. I think it's just after Alexandria that I stopped watching.
And it just felt like a little bit like, okay, we're just waiting for each episode was like, what's the biggest shock or biggest gimmick? It was almost, I don't know, trying to force it. It's kind of like a little bit tick boxy, right? We've got to make sure we do so many of these. And I worry with the boys, it becomes that. It's like always just trying to outdo itself rather than just doing quality story and like drama and comedy and action.
Up to now, they've hit every nail on the head. They've got the graphic scenes. They've got the weird, fucked up scenes.
Yeah.
But storyline's been on point for my
good.
Acting's on point.
Yeah.
Everything up until this very moment, up to episode 3 of season 4, is just good.
Right.
I genuinely, I don't think, maybe you can give me your opinion, but I have nothing negative to say about The Boys.
Oh, no, The Boys is great.
I think it has everything you want.
Yeah.
Comedy, the gore, the fucked up scenes, like that. Oh my God, I can't believe you've done that on telly.
Yeah.
The storyline's great. Frenchie's unreal, which I've realised, Frenchie he just looks like an Iranian Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks so similar. I was looking at him
Yeah.
and I was like, he's such an attractive bloke. And I was like, I see why now. He looks like Ryan Gosling.
Okay, I've never put the two and two together. I'm going to have to rewatch it. When I watch it,
Yeah, very same facial features, especially in this new season. Like, he's a little bit older now, and I love Frenchie as well. He's probably my favourite character.
Yeah, he's probably mine. I mean, you can't... I love Billy, Billy can be a dick though,
Oh,
and like
yeah,
sometimes he's a bit like, "Oh, you've gone too far, Billy." Like last season, he was a proper dick at times.
Yeah.
But he's unreal. Carl Urban is sensational. Like, it's
love
probably
Carl
his
Urban.
greatest role. Would you say?
Yeah, definitely his greatest role. I mean, I loved him in Judge Dredd.
Oh yeah,
He
that's
was
so
great
good.
in Judge
That was
Dredd.
such a shame that more films didn't come from that because it was what a film.
It was, I'm quite happy with the one and done because again, that's one of those shining stars that came from kind of nowhere.
Yeah,
Just came out, nothing over the top. It was just an American raid.
yeah.
So much,
it
wasn't
really
it?
was.
But yeah, amazing film. He played Judge Dredd so well.
Yeah,
And just pure start to finish gore and action.
yeah,
That's all you need.
absolutely.
I remember we went with a friend to watch that. So 3 of us went, and it came out at the exact same time that Total Recall came out with
Colin Farrell.
And we got to the ticket booth, and we went up, and we was like, 3 tickets to me, my mate, and Aaron. We went, 3 tickets to Judge Dredd. And he went, actually, no, 2 tickets to Judge Dredd. I'm going to go watch Total Recall. He just fucked off and watched Total Recall by himself.
way.
And he come back. I went, how was it? He goes, shit, how was yours? It was like insane. You missed out. I'm so glad your film was shit.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Oh, God. I couldn't believe it.
That's outrageous behaviour.
And the mate that I went to go see it with, he once took me to go watch the new Saw film. And as we got, he goes, I'll go buy popcorn, I'll get the tickets. And as we went inside, I was like, wicked, really looking forward to seeing the new Saw film. He'd bought us tickets to the last Harry Potter film. I'd not seen any of the others.
That's
So
not even slightly the same.
Deathly Hallows Part 2. I've not seen any other film, and he's just pissing himself going, oh, you enjoy this, you fucker.
Wow. That's a bold move,
It was
especially
a
with the
bold move.
prices of cinema tickets.
he had disposable cash.
Yeah,
that point,
clearly.
I mean, he paid for the popcorn as well, so
Oh, well, fair enough.
I got popcorn. I did not pay attention to the film because I had no idea what was
Oh,
going
yeah.
on. And at the time, I didn't
8
like,
films in.
I didn't like Daniel Radcliffe at the time either because I was just like, you're just Harry Potter.
Yeah, of course.
Before we realised that Daniel Radcliffe is one of the greatest actors of all time.
Speaking of which, I would doubling down on the tangents here.
Oh, just do it. I'm done
speaking
with
of which,
the boys. Boys
he
is great.
just won a Tony.
Did he? What
Yeah,
for?
He's in a musical play.
A musical play.
A musical
Known as
play,
a musical.
something. I don't know the name of it. It just popped up. I saw it on BBC News. It was Daniel Radcliffe wins his first ever Tony
banging.
for a starring role in a musical.
Good for him.
So yeah,
Because that's didn't that what he got into after Harry Potter, wasn't
he
it?
started doing a lot of like
Doing a lot of
theatre, didn't
Broadway.
he? Yeah. And then just went before moving into the weird and wonderful.
And then
films.
just went into
whatever the hell I want.
Horns and Guns Akimbo.
Guns Akimbo.
And also one where he plays the dead body.
Oh, I've not seen it, but I really want
Fucking
to.
Called? It's just
It's
a dead
not,
body
it's
on
not
an
him
island.
and Paul Dano, is it?
It's not Paul. I don't think it's Paul Dano. Oh, what's it fucking called, man? Swiss Army guy or
Swiss Army guy. That's
Yeah.
it. Swiss Army man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also never seen it. Really want to.
I really, really want to watch that. We'll have to do a Daniel Radcliffe episode where we just look at all his weird and
100%.
wonderful ones. Because I've never seen Horns either.
It's great.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. I've seen Guns Akimbo, which is fantastic.
Amazing.
That's very much my sort of film as well.
He does. I'm pretty sure it's a true story. There's one called Jungle.
You know what? I've got that on Blu-ray, and I've never ever watched it.
It's okay. It's not his best film.
I remember.
Good story.
I bought it because it was I cannot tell you what DVD, what Blu-ray I bought. I really wanted a Blu-ray, and it must have been like HMV. You know when you get to the front, they've got all the offers.
If you buy this,
if you buy this, these whatever. And I'm pretty sure I got Jungle for £1.
Yeah,
and it was like, oh, it's just £1 if you want it. I was like, yeah, all right, it's
Yeah.
£1. So I walked home with it, and it's still in the shrink wrap.
it's okay.
Yeah, like years later.
Yeah, I think I watched it on Sky not long after it came out. Yeah, it's all right. It's just good story. It's nothing wow. But when I watch Daniel Radcliffe now, I want to see the weird and wonderful.
The weird.
Have you seen Imperium?
No.
Where that is done so well because that's one where he plays a Nazi, like a neo-Nazi.
Yes.
And it's done because I was like, how are they going to get away with when Frodo was a football hooligan for that one film?
Green Street, yeah.
I was like, how are they going to get away with this? It's never going to happen. But they play it so well because he's like an undercover cop who basically goes into the world of like neo-Nazism as like the tech guy.
Okay.
And that's how he's the smart political guy that they sort of bring on board. I loved it. I thought it was a great film.
That sounds cool.
And there's one at the minute that I can't remember what it's called, where they're trying to break out of a prison. Escape of something or other.
No, don't know.
He's got really long hair and a massive beard. It's the only reason I want to watch it.
Right, okay.
He's got really long hair and this dirty Daniel Radcliffe beard.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe, great. Who would you rather watch in a film, Daniel Radcliffe or Carl Urban?
That's a horrible question.
Isn't it?
I think I'm going to go Carl.
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree because I've not seen as much of Carl Urban.
See, I've seen loads of Carl Urban.
Obviously,
he's in Lord of the Rings. He's in the Star Trek films.
Oh, fuck, he is, isn't
he?
Yeah,
he's Bones, isn't he, the Doctor?
Yeah.
What other franchises is he in? Obviously,
he's done a few chick flicks and stuff as well, hasn't
Judge Dredd. I feel like we're missing a big franchise. He never made it into Star Wars, did he?
Oh, he's in Thor.
Thor, of course, which he's so good in Thor. He's in the second Bourne film. He's the bad guy in Bourne.
Oh, is he?
Supremacy.
Not watched him,
Really?
Yeah.
That surprises me.
Got them all on DVD. He's in Doom.
Doom! What a film!
The Sea Beast animated film on Netflix.
We watched that, which I remember. I think we talked about this on this podcast, actually. Yeah, see, Carl Urban's just done.
Oh, he has made it into Star Wars. He was a stormtrooper in Episode 9.
Okay. There you go. Memorable role.
Pete's Dragon.
So Dan, if you want him weird and wonderful, then obviously you're going Daniel, but Carl can still bring the mainstream as well as doing some of the bit more out there ones.
He was in Xena the Warrior Princess.
Of course
I
he was.
About that.
That's how he started, wasn't he?
Because
he's a little New Zealand actor.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're obviously filmed out there. So Xena and Hercules, and he played like 4 or 5 different characters because he just got because they just regurgitated the same actors in different roles. Do you used to watch Xena?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking loved Xena.
So did I, mate.
Have you tried rewatching it at any point in modern times?
No.
Awful.
Unwatchable.
Really?
That's such a shame.
When she's like.
Because I loved her little blonde sidekick. She was her little blonde sidekick.
Gabriella.
Yeah, she was my childhood crush.
Yeah. And then it's just painful because it's clearly like polystyrene swords and stuff, and you're just like, it's clearly got no money.
Yeah.
So it's kind of ruined when you're watching it as an adult. But yeah, like Xena, she was surely every boy's crush. And then every boy's fantasy became true when she starred in Spartacus and just got naked all the time.
And the worst thing is, it was my dad that told me to watch Spartacus. Yeah. He was like, "You used to love Xena, didn't you?" I went, yeah. She's naked all the time in this. Want to borrow it? I was like, yes, please, Dad.
Of course I do.
And, what's her name? Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless, yeah.
How good is Spartacus as well as a TV show?
Oh, it's incredible.
Because I was unsure about where it was going to go after Matey Boy. What's his name?
Andy something, the lead of Spartacus, who played Spartacus. I can't remember his second name off the top of it. He got skin cancer and died, and he was only like 38 or something.
So sad.
Absolutely. So then they went and made a prequel series before he turned up, which was it was pretty good as well.
Enjoyed it, yeah.
And then so I've watched those 2. I don't think I watched the later 2 where it flicks back, where they obviously the recast. I've seen bits of it and I've seen the odd episode, but I've not watched it back to back.
Mate, so there is a character in the last 2 series. I can. His real name's like Daniel Fuegan or something like that, and he plays this gay Spartan. There's him and this other Spartan that are in like a gay relationship.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding you, mate. I questioned my sexuality over this guy.
Really?
Oh, big time. He always pops up on my Facebook doing some topless photo shoot, and I'm like, oh, Danny boy. Honestly, fucking such a sexy man.
Yeah.
He's just there with his big sword, fighting everyone, getting all sweaty and that. Oh, Spartacus. I tell you, it's not just there to enjoy the ladies.
Oh, no.
Them men are buff.
They are shredded, aren't they?
And I think that's another one as well. Storyline, great the whole way through. They're not scared of killing any fucker off.
Oh, no.
That was like early days of just killing off who you didn't care about. Gore, nakedness,
lots of sex,
everything you needed. Storyline was on point, and it ended at a perfect point.
Yeah.
4 seasons, loved all of them. It never got stale for me.
Right. Okay.
I would love to have seen more, but that's where you hit the territory of it could get bad.
Yeah, exactly. And in a lot of ways, it's because it is like softcore porn in a way. It's hitting a demographic, isn't it? It's clever because
horny men that like seeing sword fights.
Yeah, basically, like it's shot in a similar, not dissimilar to like 300, like the film. So it's like loads of buff men fighting, lots of gore, lots of boobs, lots of sex, with a half decent storyline interwoven throughout it. What more could you want? Exactly. It's not trying to be anything else.
Exactly,
and that's why it works.
And I really like the whole like era of Spartan and stuff. Anyway, like I've always been interested in that.
Yeah, it's like all like the Roman Empire and everything, isn't it? So it's like it's cool.
Yeah, because growing up, was it Spartan Total Warrior was one of my favourite Xbox games. It was unreal.
Yes, I remember that.
So like the whole Roman stuff, I wasn't that interested in that, but the Spartan side of stuff I loved.
Yeah.
Solely just because of that game. Like,
right,
I wasn't interested in history or anything, but that game really got me into Spartan stuff.
Yeah.
Spartacus. Yeah, brilliant.
I might rewatch that. Is it on anything at the moment?
I don't know, but I've got them on DVD, I think.
I'm pretty sure. It's one of them that... Is it on Disney? It's hard to know, isn't it, what's bought out what now, what has the rights to it.
I can tell you.
Go on then, you've got the app, haven't you?
Just Watch app.
Just Watch, that's the one.
Spartacus. Spartacus. Apple TV, I'm afraid.
Yeah, typical.
So, what do you have? Gods of the Arena was
That was the prequel.
Because it was Blood and Sand. Then, I think it was... Yeah, then it was the...
Then it was Gods of the Arena.
Because I can't remember the guy who was the main guy in that one. The long
He had the long hair, didn't he?
He was so cool.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Vengeance and then War and the Damned. Because I started reading a load of... I read a book after that, a Spartan-type book.
Right.
And that really got me back into reading all them
Oh, nice,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember the bloody author's name, but I read a few of his. And he put out that he'd just done a talk in a prison.
Okay.
And he was like, if anyone knows anyone that works in a prison, let us know, because I'd love to go into prisons more. And I messaged him and I was like, big fan, really enjoy your stuff. Love to get you over. I'll speak to who's in charge and see if we can get you down. It just never panned out, unfortunately.
That'd have been cool though.
It would have been so cool because at the time I've never been like, oh my god, my favourite author, because that doesn't come out of my mouth. But I was really into reading his shit at the time, and I've not read anything by him in a while because he never come to our work. So fuck him.
Oh yeah, dead to us.
Fuck that guy. You're not going to give out.
What's his problem? Yeah, God. Okay. How did we end up here?
The boys.
So that's the boys.
I never worry when we have nothing to talk about on an episode. When we get together and it's like, what should we do? I don't know. I always start the episode with, let's just click record and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we've done today.
And this is what happens.
Because I've genuinely not watched anything new. I've been so busy. I have not watched anything new. This month, I've not watched a single new film yet.
You not?
So on my list, bear in mind, I watched 14 last month. Then this month, I could have been so busy. We're not even watching... Even, like, we get a spare 10 minutes or half an hour or 45 minutes, we'll go, we'll stick Beard Meets Food on YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, you do.
Which, rather than actually committing to a show or a film.
Retired from competitive eating?
He has retired from competitive eating.
Still doing his YouTube.
Oh, yeah, but that's what people care about now, isn't it? That's way better. It's competitive. The competitive eating actually is find pretty gross as well.
They are.
Because they're like properly ramming it down. It's just disgusting. Whereas when he's doing the normal videos, it's a little bit of, he's eating fast because he's got to beat the challenge. But
don't look at his fingers. Yeah, that's what gets
or
gross.
The water's gross.
That backwash.
Oh, the backwash is disgusting. But he still has a bit of laugh and a joke in it, sort of like he takes his time with it. So it's got that nice blend.
Always cleans his beard as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I've watched a couple of films. I watched, in fact, there's one, but I'm going to save that for next episode.
Okay.
I watched American Underdog, the Kurt Warner story. Now, this is such a niche film that people wouldn't really be that bothered. So Kurt Warner is an American quarterback, and his story is known as the American underdog story. Like, went through college, he was pretty good quarterback, got drafted to Green Bay for a day and got sacked because he went, right, go on, practice. And he went, well, I've only just got here. I don't know your playbook. So they just sacked him.
Yeah.
Ended up working in a grocery store, and then he ended up doing this like circus football for a bit just to earn some money because like his kids were freezing to death in the house because they couldn't afford to heat it and shit. And then he ended up getting signed by the Rams.
Yeah.
So the reason I majorly want to watch this was when I first got into American football. What's that?
Is this it? American
Yes,
Underdog?
yeah. So yeah, the season that I got into American football, and the reason I support the Arizona Cardinals was Kurt Warner was their quarterback at the time, and he was sensational, and everyone I knew that was into American football supported the Patriots because of Tom Brady, and it's the only one anyone knew. So I loved what I saw, loved Kurt Warner, thought he was so talented, so I stuck with the Cardinals, who I think they got to the Super Bowl that year and have done fuck all since, but I've stuck with them.
Yeah, nice.
So I was so excited when this film come out. Zachary Levi playing Kurt Warner as well, and I don't mind Zachary Levi. Like, I don't know a lot that he's done.
No, me neither.
If I'm honest with you.
Is he Shazam?
He's Shazam, yeah.
Right, yeah, okay.
But he's got a bit of charisma about him.
Yeah.
I don't mind him.
I don't think I've actually seen him in anything. I've not seen Shazam.
Yeah, oh, have you not?
No.
Fun film, mate. Fun. Yeah, so I was really looking forward to watching this film. Just flew by because it's so niche. And it popped up on my Netflix the other day saying leaving soon. I was like, shit, I need to get this watched.
Yeah.
My fault, because I went to watch a American football film about Kurt Warner, and what I watched was a film about Kurt Warner. There's no American football in it.
Yeah.
And it was my fault. It was interesting to watch, but you know when you're just like, throw a ball, man.
Yeah.
There's a tiny, tiny bit of practice right at the very end when he's playing his first game for the Rams. The graphics, the CGI of a stadium of an NFL game is the most horrific thing I've ever seen.
That's a shame.
Because they keep cutting from that to real-life footage of the game as well, which is obviously back in 99, maybe.
Right,
so
okay, so it's going to look very dated.
Very dated. It just didn't pull it off well. And I was so disappointed because I remember when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to find it because I doubt that's going to be in the cinemas.
Yeah, yeah.
Who in the UK is going to be
care about
interested
that.
in
Yeah,
watching
absolutely.
an American underdog story?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in that, to be fair.
Yeah, I do find sometimes sports films can be quite disappointing because it's like, you know, like football films, they're always not that great because, yeah, they don't get a big budget anyway, really. So, like, the football scenes, or the actual scenes of the sport are just kind of disappointing because it's like, you might as well just be watching the real thing in a lot of ways rather than like a terribly CGI'd sort of thing. Don't get me wrong, like some sports films can be amazing.
Oh, yeah, some can be pulled off well. And I feel in sports films, you've got to be looking at your Coach Carter's or Any Given Sunday. Do you know what I mean? The big speeches, the coach, you know, that type of thing. Whereas, I don't know, this just lacked it a little bit, and it was my own fault for expecting something from a film that I knew it wasn't about that.
Yeah.
Really, if I thought about it, it was never going to be about the game.
Yeah, of course. And it's... Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Maybe it's more difficult with sports films when it's about real people that you're already invested in.
Yeah.
You know, like, to do one about, like, David Beckham or whatever, you're just going to want to watch actually David Beckham.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you'd rather watch an actual documentary, or just go back and watch highlights of his actual football career.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a shame, though.
Speaking of sports film, I'm not going to talk about the film, but I recently watched Requiem for a Dream on Your Say So. So we are going to do a bit of a deep dive in a future episode about this film.
Yeah.
But you know when you're watching it and you're like, oh my God, it's Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Damian Wayans.
Yeah.
And oh my God. And the whole way through it, and I'm looking at it going, is that Shooter McGavin?
It is Shooter McGavin, yeah.
McGavin. No idea what that actor's name is, but it's Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. So
I
true.
have not seen that film since I was a kid because I'm not an Adam Sandler fan.
Yeah.
I like them early films around
yeah.
that era. But when you look at someone, and it's so bad in it, you look at someone, he's probably done so much.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you
He's
only know him as Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin, yeah. I mean, Shooter McGavin's a great role. Like, Happy Gilmore was one of those films that, like, me and our friend Ed.
Yeah.
We'd watch it all the time. It was on DVD, and it's like one we'd stick on, like, like if we stopped round his house, you just stick on that to fall asleep to.
Yeah,
and then it was one of those old school DVDs that just kept replaying.
Yeah.
So you just wake up constantly throughout the night at various stages of Happy Gilmore.
Love that.
Yeah. I missed that DVDs don't do that anymore.
No, I know.
And obviously, if you do it on streaming sites, it just doesn't replay it. It'll just play the once.
Now, 24 season 1, mate.
Yeah.
When you fell asleep to the first disc on that, it had just played this really ambient music, and every 10 minutes it'd go, I can see you.
Oh, no.
The amount of times I woke up shitting myself to that first disc of 24.
That's awful, yeah. One of the worst ones was when I was at first year of uni, and so in our halls of residence, so obviously you're in little blocks, aren't you? Your little tiny rooms, your little dorm room. But my friend had given me a dodgy copy of the first 3 seasons of Family Guy, so they're all on dodgy discs, and you put them in. It was like a terrible menu. And it was one of them where it just had the icons of the episodes. So when you hovered over it, it played the first 15 seconds just on a loop, but with sound. So obviously that's just half of the opening song of Family Guy, and it was just on repeat. So I would fall asleep, coming in drunk from a night out, stick that on, fall asleep, and it'd go back to the menu, and it'd just play that for 15 seconds.
Oh my
and then
God.
I can remember, the lad who lived next door to me, he just said, honestly, mate, the amount of nightmares I've had of just the Family Guy theme, because it's blaring through the wall into my room. It haunts him to this day.
Speaking of dodgy DVDs,
Yeah.
not my proudest stories to be telling on this podcast. I'm not going to lie to you.
Go on.
Back to the American football thing. Mate of mine comes up to me and he goes, I've burnt you a DVD.
Oh,
and I went,
okay.
all right, okay, what is it? He's like, it's a corn film.
Right.
A pornography.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. It's like, it's American football one. I went, all right, okay, mate. Bit random, but sound, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
So he gives me this disc. Didn't think anything of it. Anyway,
Right.
one night, put it on.
Yeah.
Loading screen comes on. Genuine American football porn. And
All
I'm
right.
like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Start. It was 13 again with Zac Efron. he had created an opening scene for this porn DVD of American football, and it was mate. That film is bad. I watched it from start to finish. 'Cause I thought it was that funny, and the fact that he went out of his way, because he'd been going on about me watching it. I'm not watching 13 again with Zac Efron.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't not watch it after all this effort.
That's right. Fair play.
Classic.
That is so
And the
good.
worst thing is, as well, he called it something ridiculous, like "Don't tell Daddy 23" or something. It was something stupid like that. But he'd burnt it, gone to work. He worked at Sainsbury's petrol station and left it in work.
Right.
So he left work late because he was working the nights, and he had to get to work the next morning 5 a.m. when they opened, so we could get back to this disc before anyone saw it. But moral of the story: 13 again. Matthew Perry. So if you're feeling a bit sad about Matthew Perry, because we all miss him from time to time.
Oh, we do.
Him and Zac Efron in 13 again.
Yep.
Delightful film. And I bet it's even better with a proper DVD menu. Right, I think that's all we've got time for, my friend.
Yes. Yeah, it's gone fast.
All this new software and stuff, it takes me a lot longer to edit now because I still don't overly understand it. So
Yeah.
we'll call it a day there. So, as always, thank you very, very, very much for listening. Leave us a little review on Spotify if you want. Just saying,
nice.
you know what, these boys are banging.
Yeah.
And if you don't think we're banging, just don't say anything.
Why would you do that to us?
You know what I mean? We're just two men just trying to
two men.
just trying to share
Two
our
guys.
opinions. Just trying to
Going about the
spread a bit of
world.
love. Exactly.
Yeah. Just
Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, which I've not put anything on in ages because that was a great idea for all of 1 week.
yeah.
Well, now I've got this new software, it's harder to edit it down to little chunks.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to
of
figure it
course.
out. So that'll come back out. Get us followed. Get reacting stuff. Good old Megan, she's putting out a lot of posts, a lot of polls.
Yep.
Get in touch with us. Let us know what you want to hear as well, because as you've heard today, we have no idea what to talk about anymore. We've given up. Give us some ideas. We'll
Yeah,
talk
give us some
about
ideas. That's a great idea.
Whatever the hell you want to talk about,
Yes,
we will talk about.
We will do that.
So just get in contact with us. And yeah, that's it really. We love you all very much.
We do indeed.
Peace.